Hi everyone, I'm here with my daily video and I thought I would do a little bit of everything today. A little bit of plan like an artist, a little bit of follow-up of how the whole bullet journaling kind of art journaling thing is, my pre-prep pages, just kind of a little bit of everything. Oh, also to give you a little bit of an update on how it's been working out making peace with my silhouette portrait. So if you would like to just kind of see planner stickers, look at planner pages, also see how I'm doing with the whole bullet journaling thing, then I invite you to stick around for the video and we will take a look at all of those things together and just have a little bit of chit chat about my favorite thing, your favorite thing, or maybe, I don't know, it's just amusing seeing me nerding out on planner stuff. If you want to see me nerding out on planner stuff, then stick around for the video and let's just have a good time with it. So let's go ahead and watch the video. So the whole bullet journaling thing is working out really, really well. Never fear, I'm not going to be abandoning my ring-bound planner, my planner wallet, which is a Filofax Australie. I'm not going to be abandoning that because I just can't. Like, can't stop, won't stop, however you want to put it. The planner wallet setup is really working for me, so I'm just going to keep kind of going with it. It's also something that is working for my daughter as well. And tomorrow I actually hope to show you her planner setup, which is a Filofax Personal that's like a hand-me-down from me. It's otherwise like a Filofax Domino, and that's just like a type of Filofax binder that's a little bit cheaper than like the all-leather ones. It's actually a really great Filofax binder to get started with if you're interested in the Filofax brand. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, but today I thought that I would just kind of show you a little bit of everything and just talk about a little bit of everything. Oh, including what's going to be happening with the next rack, which means random act of kindness. And a rack is something that is commonly done within the planner community, which basically just means sending happy mail for no other reason than just because. And planner friends in the planner community, they rack people, they'll send each other stickers or washi tape or any number of things. Favorite pens, I mean, I've gotten racks before and it's so much fun to receive them, but I love sending them. So I'm going to be showing you more of what's going to be of the rack that I'm going to do here on my channel. And I actually do racks on my channel instead of giveaways. And I kind of differentiate between the two by saying or thinking that a giveaway is more about there being like definitely something that one person or more than one person, for this upcoming rack that I'm going to do on my channel, it's only going to be one person that's receiving it because it's going to be quite a bit of things and it's for a very, very specific reason, and we'll get into that in the video. But I differentiate a rack from like a giveaway in that I don't ever require anybody to follow any of my accounts or to like anything in particular, just because I feel like that kind of defeats the whole purpose of it being a rack. And my approach and how I do things, it adheres to the philosophy of community over competition. And some of you might have heard that kind of thrown around. It actually originated by, it actually was originated by something of Asian culture. I think it's Japanese culture is actually how my husband explained it to me because he was familiar with it when I kind of brought it up. Just because I'm familiar with it because the brand called Tom's that sells the shoes where you buy a pair of shoes and then they give a pair of shoes, Tom's brand kind of brought the idea of community over competition into the forefront for people to kind of be more aware of. And the way that I kind of understand community over competition works is that there are no conditions and requirements necessarily when it comes to giving and receiving necessarily. And so, you know, this is just my personal preference. I just don't feel right kind of making the requirement that anybody like or follow anything that I do unless they genuinely really, really want to. That's just like my own take on things. I don't do YouTube and I don't really do anything on social media for the purposes of trying to gain followers necessarily. I do it just so that I am sharing information, sharing love for planners. So that's a little bit of like why I do a rack instead of it being a giveaway, like my take on just both of those things. So that's a little bit of background, and that means that there's a rack coming, and so we'll get into that kind of later on in the video. So let's go ahead and just look at kind of like all the things that I had said we're going to look at, and it's going to be planner stickers and planner pages and my bullet journal, like visual journal sort of thing, and a little bit of some of like what I'm going to do for the rack. So this is not for the rack right now. Like, this is not the video to kind of toss your name in the mix for the rack. This is much more about me showing you kind of what's to come. Because my last video that I did was actually my 100th video here on my channel, which I'm really excited about because I've been doing a daily video, not really thinking anything of it, and then when I saw kind of the video count being 100 videos, that's exciting for me. So it's a little bit of my goal to like do a daily video, and I did it, so I want to celebrate. So this is my 101st, 101 video. I'm really tired, guys. Really tired. I can't like talk or think or anything. So this is video number 101. So let's look at planner stickers and planner pages and bullet journal stuff and things like that. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's the first thing that we're going to look at, and this is just my weekly page kind of layout that I have going for next week. You might recall in previous videos that I do something called batch prep, and that's where I just like pre-sticker the pages, because similar to like meal prep, I find that batch prepping, I really like to have functional and fashionable, as I say it, planner pages, so I like them to be colorful and engaging, and I like to use sticker leftovers. So this is what my next one is going to be, and it has a Harry Potter quote here, and then it has all sorts of kind of pre-stickering as I kind of have a good understanding of what it is that usually happens kind of during a week. Now for me, being a work-at-home mom, work-from-home mom, homeschooling mom, there's certain things that are static that I know are going to happen, and so I have general sorts of ways that I have laid down the stickers so that I know that this certain something, there's a place for it. Other stuff, it's a little more open-ended, but you know, there's certain things like on Sundays I know that there's a task for this, and that's kind of understood. That's a little bit of part of just like just my regular doings and happenings at home. And I have my planner clips that I made. I have my planner bow. Planner bows, actually charms. My daughter and I have worked on them this past week for homeschooling because we do Etsy for homeschool curriculum. So some of these planner bows, not this one, but some of them are going to be going in my Etsy shop, as well as stickers like these. If you have looked at my planner devoted Instagram, that's called @Deerest Dahling, and I will put the description of that in the down bar. I am actually going to be releasing a coupon code along with just new releases, and new releases in the way of planner stickers. So some of the planner stickers that are going to be released are things like this right here, which is a little cup of highlighters. So my daughter and I designed that today, and then we cut that today during some of our like kind of homeschooling that we were backed up on because we had family staying with us. Like a little washi roll, post-it notes, this sort of thing. So there's going to be all sorts of goodies going up in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to try and get them up tomorrow. I still have to photograph things, but let's see here, what else? Yeah, like there's going to be freebie that's going to be available, like planner sticker freebies, and yeah, here we go. Like that little post-it note, I have that in kind of like a rainbow array, and then there's that little cup of highlighters, and we really enjoyed kind of figuring out what kind of planner stickers that we wanted to do. We like really tiny planner stickers just because we like to plan in a way that is in a personal size planner. And so kind of the smaller stickers, oh, there's another example, like see that little clip right there? That's going to be another thing that's going to be there kind of available. So that's all going to be going up in my Etsy shop, but I actively use them just because I will never design anything that I won't actively use. So that's coming. But this is my next week's planner pages already kind of set up and ready to go, and I do a little bit of plan as you go in that I'll go through the week then and fill in information. So there is my planner wallet setup. That is a Filofax Australie kind of compact size, personal compact. My daughter has a personal size. This is hard for me and awkward for me to do one handed, but there it is. And this is a retired Filofax binder. And now my bullet journal, kind of plan like an artist journal. So this has really been working out well for me. I like it a lot because I am not very inclined to draw. And I don't know why that is. I'm much more inclined to paint. I just enjoy painting so much more. But this has really gotten me more in the way of like drawing and everything. So I showed yesterday, I showed this here, which is a giant infographic, and that basically means just like a graphic way to explain information. And I talked kind of a little more in depth, so this was my yesterday's daily video. And so the way that I'm doing my my table of contents is, instead of me numbering them pages, I'm just using this as a little bit of like a page registry, and I'm putting the date when I do things. So today we had a sticker production day, and there were notes and stuff, and then I also drew up a page that I'm calling a rack registry for the month of August. So we'll take a look at those pages. So this is what I did today. Like, you know, I drew this up, and I used this pen right here, which is a Paper Mate Inkjoy Gel in 0.5. There it is. And it worked out really well. I really like it. So this Saturday, I don't have the prices figured out yet of the stickers, and I'm gonna work that out, but oh, one thing. If you ever buy direct from me on PayPal or with like custom orders, I give a little bit of a price break, just because dealing with Etsy can be a little bit of a pain. But that is just a little bit of an aside, like just my kind of personal policy. So if you ever want a little bit of a price break, then I can give you a price break by sending you a PayPal invoice, and it's totally and completely secure. It's protected by PayPal. Like, it's not, you know, I mean, it's the same kind of as buying through Etsy with PayPal. So, and there's my Instagram information, Deerest Dahling, and that's my personal account, Andrew Realty. It's one and the same. But this is a little bit of a rundown of what I will be doing in my Etsy shop. And what I basically did is I just like kind of drew out some of the planner stickers that we designed and are going to be selling and listing, including how many we have. So this is a little bit of like inventory notes, as much as notes for what I'm going to be writing in the listings. And then I just kind of did dotted lines between to divide up the information. But I'm pretty happy with doing inventory in a little bit of a visual way, the way that this is here. And I'll show you kind of like what they look like. Like, I didn't do the greatest job at like drawing things up, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a representation. So this, for example, is like really tiny crayon boxes that you can see, and these are really tiny, just because I wanted to be able to use them kind of in a bullet journal. And the bullet journal stickers that I've seen before are really small, kind of like this. And then I also feel like this works well for a personal size planner, which is what my daughter and I both use for like learning on the go and just everything. So that's like the bullet journal thing. And then like other ones, like this is going to be like the freebie one, and you might have seen this on my Instagram, or like this, which I've like shown before, or like this, which is kind of fun. We did this. These are little musical notes, or little sheet music. And this is for homeschooling. Like, a lot of what we do for our planner stickers is we do them so that we can use them in homeschooling for like scheduling and stuff. And there's like the whole box of kind of stickers that we cut. We made rainbow kind of washi tape. We have backpacks and everything. And I've shared all this on my Instagram. So if you ever want to see kind of like sneak peeks of what's to come, you know, you can follow either one of my Instagram things. So that's what I'm doing here with this page. I'm doing a little bit of like a visual inventory. So then, and this is something that like my daughter and I, we sat and talked about kind of like what stickers should we make, what should we design, and then we worked together cutting them and making sure that like they print correctly, and just kind of all of that. And that's a little bit actually of how we use homeschooling as a curriculum. I'm sorry, an Etsy shop as curriculum for homeschooling. It's a way for her to understand economics on like kind of a kid-friendly level. She understands about production and design and like technology, education, everything, just because we use the computer to do a little bit of like production. And you know, we're not turning into a sticker shop. Like, we literally will make these things. We'll make them for ourselves, and then we'll just make some extra in order for us to like throw them into the Etsy shop. So that's kind of how the whole sticker thing kind of comes about. And this is a book box that I got from Michael's, which is kind of nice. It's kind of sweet. So that's that. And then over here on this page, what I did is I decided to make a little bit of like a registry, a visual registry. So each of these are supposed to look like gigantic like postage stamps. And I kind of set up for myself in a different book, which I call it the Well-to-Do book. It's a handmade book, and I did a video on that about goal keeping and things, and I will link the description for that down in the description of this video. Or I'm sorry, the link for that in the description of this video. But I'm using this as a little bit of just like a visual sort of a record for where I'm sending racks, and just like the general location, because my daughter and I like to use a map that we use in our Filofaxes as a way to track Happy Mail, whether received or whether sent. And it's kind of fun to place like the dot on the map, and then we're trying to do like all 50 states. And amazingly, there's a lot of people that are planner girls in Texas. Texas is like a big place for the planner community, which I think is really cool. I've always loved Texas. Always said that I would love to move to Texas. I have friends that live there, and I just think Texas is a cool place. So not all of these are filled in just yet, and I didn't put anyone's personal information there because I didn't, you know, I'm very, very protective of my own personal information as much as I am of anybody else's, but I just put information like in the boxes of like either things I'm going to send or the things that I have sent. And this one right here, this really big gigantic one, this one is reserved for YouTube to kind of commemorate my 100th video that I talked about, and also just to celebrate the fact that, I don't know, just because, basically. So that brings me to my next thing, which what I'm doing for the next rack is this. I am basically gathering every like sticker and I guess you could say creation like that I've shared here on my channel since my last rack, and then what I'm trying to do is like a full kind of planner binder setup. That is a Michael's Recollections one. It's a Michael's Recollections one, but I specifically picked this one that's like just a pearly looking one, and I have this all protected like in a big giant like industrial grade plastic bag. But it's gonna have inserts in there. It has like one of my very favorite pens. This little box that's like the Tiffany kind of teal blue. This has like a planner charm in it, and I did show that in a previous video, and I will do a whole entire video just for this rack. But I'm gonna be just like stuffing this bag full, and my daughter and I are having a really fun time just coming up with all sorts of things. So this is what is in the bag so far, and the person who is the recipient of the rack, and this is not the video for the rack, this is just me telling you about like the fact that it's coming, but just to show you a little bit of like what we've been doing. So the crayon stickers, here are the post-it note stickers. Basically the person who will end up receiving this from a different video, they're receiving just like kind of one of everything that we've done so far as we have made peace with our planner kind of portrait or our portrait silhouette. And there's probably going to end up being more things that get added into this, but we figured that I don't know, just kind of spread the planner love, share the planner love. And some of these things, like this one right here, this one I'm probably never going to sell just because these stickers are too gigantic for a personal size, and I'm trying to stick to like the smaller stickers. So yeah, so that's what, oh, this is missing a set of stickers, it seems, so I will just pull this from here. So this one, like, there we go. Okay, so that is a little bit of the rundown of what is going to end up being a part of the rack, because like I said, we're just going to keep adding to this and adding to this until we get to the point where we stop, which is probably going to be like towards the end of August. and will be just in time for September when school probably officially starts for everybody. And you know, then if you don't need any of this stuff, like we tried to do functional stickers because that's what we're kind of really big into, just like little tiny cute little stickers and functional stickers, and we love weekend banners and stuff. So we'll, you know, this will have like more in it inevitably. So there it is. There's the rundown for just kind of like all the things that I've kind of been into, planner stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit of everything, and I'm really glad to just have you here as a part of my channel and for all the comments and all the interactions. The last video that I did talking about like the planner community and showing you an infographic, that was a really fun video to do, and I was so thankful for people who chimed in with all the comments about all the different types of like planners and things that otherwise like I didn't categorize in a way that it made sense for or whatever. Because definitely what I do here on my channel is I do try to earnestly like crowdsource, I guess you could say, or just like actively engage with people who take the time to hang out with me here online and leave me comments especially. So I really, really appreciate that, guys. Thanks so much. I consider the comments to be a little bit of like an extension of the videos, almost like an ongoing discussion or a conversation, and I always try to reply to everything, and like I said, I consider it an ongoing conversation. So that's it for today's video, and tomorrow, as I said in the intro, I am going to try and show you my daughter's planner. She's 8 years old, and I do something called scaffolding, which is something in teaching which is kind of setting up a structure for the learner to be able to kind of have something to hold on to, and then gradually you can kind of take the scaffolding or like the different supports away so that then they're a little more independent in how and what they do. So I'll show you kind of how I'm doing scaffolding in my daughter's planner that she uses for weekly planning, for daily planning, for to-do lists. And it's not a far cry from the way that I do things, but you know, it's planning, well, it's planning for anybody who I feel like is a visual learner or just visual understander of things, and who really likes planner stickers, because she's got planner stickers going on and they're a little bit more fun than mine are. So I will see you in tomorrow's daily video, and thank you so much for watching this one, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!